I own the Faceless page called Thoughts Fired.
You're almost at 1 million followers, right? You're catching up to me. You're the only student that I've ever mentored that is that close to catching up to me.
I got my girl a wedding ring or engagement ring. I'm about to move to Washington to get a house until you told me to switch it up, and then that's when I started making money. I don't think I would be almost at 1 million. I think I will still be roughly maybe 150K. Post yesterday, February, was already at $1,000 within 3 days.
What's like the best month that you've done with just bonuses alone? This one is definitely a good one. I will be talking to Mandez, my student, who's almost at 1 million followers. He makes over $10,000 every month just from his Instagram page. And in this video, I basically interviewed him, asked him all these questions about his journey, asked him more questions about my program, and basically all the things you would really need to know about starting a faceless business. So without further ado, let's get straight into the interview and let's go. Hey, what's up guys? It's Jay. I'm here with Mandez, and he is in the program of the High Society. I'm basically just gonna ask him a bunch of questions and then we're gonna go from there. So for the people who don't know you, obviously they know you're Mandez, but they don't know much about you. So just, tell them who you are.
Mandez, I own the Faceless page called Thoughts Fired that Jay helped me with since when was it, 2023?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think, dude, I was like
Something like
midway building. I think I was like, do you remember how many followers I was at?
I don't remember.
The first question I have for you is, before you joined, did you actually believe this could work? The whole system of Instagram, of even just making money and like all that in itself. Like, were you skeptical? Like, what was the thought process?
Not really, to be honest, because I got out of the military and then I was already in school, so the military was paying me to go to school. So I just wanted to do something on the side that could potentially make me money.
Okay, so you
That's
were
about
kind of
it.
just like, let me try something new.
Mm-hmm.
All
So I was
right,
bored with my life, so I wanted to do something fun, and I saw like AI was popping off at that time. So I was trying to figure out what to do with AI,
right.
and then I reached out to you.
Yes, sir, man. And the next question basically is, what was your biggest problem in the beginning of starting? Because you said you really didn't have that much of skepticism. You started, but what was like the
Mm-hmm.
problem? Like, do you remember anything specific?
I guess finding the niche I wanted to do. I didn't know where I wanted to go because motivation was my last choice. I was doing like what was those? I don't know if you guys seen those TikTok videos where it was like show like a little parkour thing in the back and show like say random facts.
Right, right,
I was
yes.
trying to do that at first, and then I was trying to do like some questionnaires. I was trying to do, I don't know, some weird stuff with AI, weird stuff. And then I mean, one of the videos got me to like 5,000, 10,000 followers, but it was so boring to me
Right.
until I reached your started doing that AI voice
And
thing that you taught me.
right, so you found out about me through Vozen?
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
even know who you are until I saw your page. I,
Right.
I think I was already. I started like September-ish, I think, or July-ish, and then I found your page around August,
Okay.
and then I think you and I started our mentorship around like September. So give me
So
like a good 2 months.
why did you feel like you needed a mentorship? Like, what did you think you were missing?
Mm, I would say I think I was just posting whatever, doing my own thing, but then I saw that whatever you were doing was working.
So like a
So I
structure.
wanted to reach out, yeah, like what times are good to post, what
Hmm.
not to post, how to find ideas, how to come up with the AI voice. 'Cause I was trying to look for that AI voice for the longest. I was looking through your comments like
Yeah.
forever, and everyone's asking the same damn thing.
Yeah, I think that's a problem with other people as well, is that they get stubborn when they want to start and they try and get things for
Mm-hmm.
free. When they try and get things for free or they try and do it themselves, they end up kind of having no structure, right? And with no structure, it
Yeah.
takes them 10 times longer to go viral. And then next, they think the business model doesn't work when it's just like you need to have structure. And that's something that I have as well. But at what point did you realize that, oh shit, like this actually works. Like, I'm actually gaining followers. Like this is crazy a little bit. You know what I mean? Did you ever have a moment like
I
that?
think after that one session we had, when I actually started using that AI voice, I think
Hmm.
there was 2, 3 videos in. It was like one of my first viral motivational videos. I don't know if I still have it up on my page, but it was like those, it would say 10 quotes, and then you pop the
Right,
number
right,
and then the
right, right.
quotes right after that. It's like one of those videos.
Oh wow, so
And
that
then I
popped
just
off.
came out, just one like that. Yeah,
That's
that popped
crazy.
off.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was one of the first ones that popped off. So after that, you're like,
Hmm.
hey, like this is something I can continue and make better.
Hmm. Exactly.
Love that, man.
But
And
then I also wanted to find like my own niche too.
right,
So that's why I went away from that AI voice stuff.
right. But
Because everyone was doing the same damn thing.
right, right, right. Yeah, that's the only problem is the only difference you can do is just create a different voice like Valorgy. You know how like theirs is a little bit
Hmm.
different. That's kind of what made
Yeah.
them a little special. But
Oh yeah. But like, cause I wanted to quit so many times, but I just
mhm.
kept going. And there's other people I noticed in like other, I guess, your other Discord. I don't know if you had it, like the old ones, the
Right.
other OGs, that they have some of them already gave up.
Yeah, and
So
I,
like
I
it's very
think that
selective,
was
to be
that was
honest.
definitely a problem with just my mentorship skills. I still am getting better at responding
Hmm.
and giving them more information in the courses. So in the beginning, it wasn't really that good. So with less clarity, more failure. With the students that I have
Hmm.
now, there's so much clarity in systems that the only reason they won't succeed is because they give up, right? I'm sure you've seen that as
Right.
well, where you see, students or something like that, where they have the momentum, but they just stop. But
Trust me, I wanted to stop a long time ago.
no, same
I
thing for
did.
me. I think I stopped the exact same, or so probably around 4,000 followers. I stopped because I'm like, you know what?
Hmm.
There's no money coming in. This is
Yep.
taking so much time in editing. Like this is just becoming ridiculous. So I stopped for a whole month, and I tried to do something else, and it didn't work. So I said, you know what? I go back to Vosin, and it was so much harder to get it from 4K to 10K because I had left it for a month. But then after I did
Hmm.
that, it just got better and better and better. But for you, do you feel like this is something that you can rely on for the next few years, or do you feel like it's unstable?
Oh no, hell yeah! If you keep going, you can. Cause I got my girl a wedding ring or engagement ring. I'm about to move to Washington to get a house. So as long as you keep going, I would recommend getting an editor as fast as you can once you're monetized, so you can also focus on other things. Because that gives me doing my own posts and reels was very, very mentally draining. It's hard to balance like this with school life and
Hmm.
family life.
Yeah, and burnout is a real thing. After a couple months, you're like,
Oh heck yeah! I was feeling burnout last week.
yeah. So it's like you,
Jeez.
you need to get some sort of editors, things like that. But
Hmm.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is this if you're not inside, the program with JVoz and like you're doing this on yourself compared to joining, right? So like, what would you tell that person who wants to see how different it will be joining and not joining?
So if I were to give advice to someone else
Well, basically,
to
like
join,
your own opinion on the chances of them succeeding. So, for example, there's one simulation of them doing it all by themselves, and then the other simulation of them that would all good.
sorry about that.
No, no, no.
The girl walked in the
Things
back.
can be cut anyway, so it's okay.
Okay, this kid. He opened the door and ran out the room.
That's hilarious.
Cut it, editor, cut it.
Right, but anyways, I was saying was
Mm,
basically there's a simulation of the person who they're thinking of doing this by themselves, and there's another version of that wants to join the program, but they don't know how much this will actually change them. So what I'm asking is how hard do you think it'll be for them to succeed and start making real money by themselves from 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest, right? Compared to joining my program and I mentor them step by step from 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest on actually making money.
without your program, also depends on the skills. I would say it's up there. I'll give it an 8 if they do it by themselves. It's gonna be pretty hard because you have no structure. You really don't know what to do. You might be just posting some random things here and there. You probably have a shitty username with an underscore like mine's. Because you give us clarity. You give us first of all, you tell us one word account, which is perfect. I didn't know that in the beginning.
You said it's about an 8 out of 10 in terms of being hard because they're doing it by themselves. They're learning everything. They're basically having to trial and error to really accomplish stuff, which is not as good because it takes time and that's draining. People don't want to spend months
Yep.
learning by themselves, you know?
hmm You also don't want to spend like money on wasted softwares that you don't need, to be honest.
Yeah, and
Because
you
you can do
also
everything
said
on your phone.
there's no structure. So with no structure,
hmm
they might not even ever find that golden opportunity, right? For me, I found the good AI golden. You found the movie AI scenes, but when they're by themselves, if they don't find it, then they never achieve it because they didn't have someone to help them, you know?
hmm
So then,
It's very, 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 very rare. You
right,
don't need anybody.
and
That's only if like you have like editing skills and stuff.
right, and with you said the skills would 8 out of 10 by themselves. Now, if they were to join my program in terms of hardness,
hmm
what do you think it would be then?
Hardness out of 1 to 10, dude. I think it would be not difficult at all, to be honest, because you have everyone. You got it separated. You got the VIPs, and then you got the people that just starting off. A lot of people in the VIPs know what they're doing, so they also answer questions when needed. So they already have the idea of what to post, what time to post, what works, what not works. So it's just like good feedback, good networking as well.
Okay, nice. And do you think a complete beginner can succeed if they were like to join the program?
Yeah, they can, 100%.
Or
I seen
why do
it
you say
through
that?
your Discord. To be honest, I seen who someone started from 0 followers to how many followers within months or even days.
Yeah, so
It's pretty good.
the days was a new guy. His name was Jonathan, but the guy who went from nothing, no experience was Miguel. He had nothing and then now
Miguel,
he just recently hit 10.5. So he was like a
was
complete
that the one
beginner.
that was facing?
Yeah, yeah. So he didn't just 2 months ago or 2.5 months ago when he joined. He knew nothing. And now he's at 10.5. So I'm glad that you remembered that. But I would say what part, since you're almost at 1 million followers, right? You're catching up to me. You're the only student that I've ever mentored that is that close to catching up to me. So that makes me happy because it's like obviously my students should be able to surpass me, but at the same time it's
Mhm.
like, Dan, that's pretty awesome. Like you're the top guy. So with that being said, what part is actually hard and then what do people overthink, right? Because there's so many things. There's editing, there's finding the videos, there's the branding. What is actually hard, like that you can give to the new people wanting to join?
For me, it would be balance. That was the hardest because I just wanted to spend on my page 24/7, but then end up having a family, and then you also have, if you're working a 9 to 5 job, you also got to balance that too because you don't want to
Mhm.
quit your daily job until your social media page pops off. So just finding balance. Editing will come and go. Practice makes perfect. I sucked. I really, really sucked in the beginning, but if you turn it into your Discord, like your community,
Mhm.
get feedback, oh, you'll be perfect. You'll be perfectly fine. It's just finding balance is the hardest for me.
Okay, perfect, man. And with Thoughts Fired, you have it. It's doing good. You're being consistent. You have an editor, right?
hmm
So with Thoughts Fired, people might say, you have the followers, but how are you making money? What would you tell them?
Right. The Instagram bonus program, and also TikTok monetization. But the one that's making me a lot of money would be the Instagram bonuses from Instagram and Facebook, actually.
Right.
So
So
I will open up as many social media pages as you guys can and see what pops out first, and
mhm.
then go off of that.
That's awesome, dude. So you said that you generate the best revenue from bonuses. Now, what's like the
Mm-hmm.
best month that you've done with just bonuses alone?
$11,000. I got that 2 months. So 1 month I made 10,000. The other month I made 11,000. That's the max I made in 1 month for each.
That's crazy. And that
I'm
was
trying to
just
get back
from
there.
carousel posts, right?
Yeah, it's all carousel posts. I mean, I just made a post yesterday. February is already at $1,000 within 3 days. So
And that's just from
pretty
posts,
good.
not even including the Facebook
That's
or
on.
right.
hmm
That's
That's only from
insane.
Instagram bonuses.
So then would you say you regretted starting a faceless page?
No, hell no. Heck no.
Right.
I don't regret a damn thing.
That's hilarious. If someone copies exactly what you did, can they get similar results? Right. So for example, that would be like your movie AI scenes? Because some people think that
Mm-hmm.
if they just rip you off, that they can go viral.
Like just take my video and post it, or like
So basically,
do it
like for
themselves.
example, think of like Vazen, how people would like copy my videos, and I basically say that they can get results, but they'll never pass me because I'm just my content is the original. You know what I mean?
I agree, actually. I agree on that.
So you
Like you
basically
can
say,
copy me as much as you want, but like everyone's gonna know where that video was from.
mm-hmm,
To be honest, like my editor, he's really good. I came upon him. I think you're the one that showed me too. You were like, I think this guy's copying you. And I checked on him like,
mm-hmm.
damn, this guy's pretty good. So I reached out to him, and now he's my editor.
No way, that's crazy. I was
Yeah,
just looking out because I'm
pretty
like low
good.
key, like you're doing good, and this guy like figured it
Mm-hmm.
out. So I'm just like, hey, because you used to do the same thing to me. Remember? You would send me like multiple
Yeah, and
people
then
just
you,
ripping me off.
mm-hmm.
But
Especially people, they'll post your stuff on YouTube, and they bet a lot. Like what?
yeah, that's annoying. But that's how you know you're doing something right is when people start copying you. Another question people might have is, they're on the fence. They know that Faceless Brands works. They know obviously it takes
Mm-hmm.
consistency, but they're on the fence about me in general because they're not sure if, I'm a scam or if,
Mm-hmm.
that's just something that people always are going to have, right? And what would you say to them? Obviously, like, kind of go in depth on your reasonings because they want to know more.
Well, there's a lot of people that think you're a scam. I honestly thought you were a scam at first before I bought, because I was iffy. It's been I forgot how much money I spent, and I think it took me 2 to 3 days to actually think about it. But honestly, I don't regret a thing going with you. To be honest, I even tell my girl that too. She said, "I'm surprised you're still in contact with Vazen." Like, why? Why not? He helped me out through a lot, so I gotta help him. I think without you, I don't think I would be almost at a million. I think I'll still be roughly maybe 150K, 200K. Other than that, like you're the one that told me to do those carousel posts. Without doing those carousel posts, no money coming in.
Right,
I was remember I just used that just a black background with the white quotes or
right,
white lettering. That was so boring. I don't know why I did that.
right.
Until you told me to switch it up, and then that's when I started making money.
It's crazy, brother, because I've seen or I've been with you before you were a dad. You know what I mean? Like we've been together. You joined the
Mm-hmm.
program. You weren't even a dad yet. All I knew from you is that
Nope.
you were in the military and that you were wanting to build something new. So it was kind of like that. And
Mm-hmm.
then when you told me, I was like, oh crap, like that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
and
And now you've seen him walk past
I
me.
know I was about to say that. I was like, and now I see run across the screen. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So what's the plan now that you have almost a million followers? You're making decently good money with the bonuses. Are you planning on
Mm-hmm.
expanding or like what? Because people think, oh well, Armandez, that's great, but are you stuck now? Like I don't want to be stuck.
Mm-hmm. So my goal first is to get Thoughts Fired to a million. But then I already made a Facebook page. Last year actually December, and that's already at 12,000 followers. Um, I made a different account, Assembles. That's already at 10.5K followers on Instagram. That's at 7K followers on Facebook. And then TikTok is doing really good as long as you make your content transformable. That's what I like to tell everybody. You gotta
Mhm.
make it transformable in order for it to get past the copyright or unoriginal claims.
Hmm.
And those are already my TikTok is 130K followers. That's fine. I said most of that 20 something K, and then I'm slowly building my YouTubes up as well.
So what would you
So
say
my
to?
my plan
Oh,
is to
sorry.
get aspire to a million, assemble, get that another one, and then make another Facebook page or purchase other Facebook pages.
Yeah,
That's my
because
goal.
there's
And
never a
then
roof in this
go to
business, mano,
Dubai.
right? But I basically said there's never a roof in this business, right?
Mm-mm,
You can
there's
always
not.
just keep getting another page. You can
As
keep
long as
going.
if you keep going, you should be fine. If you give up, then you fail.
Right. And another thing based on the business of Instagram Faceless, people don't really know much about Faceless brands, right? Building a brand, building transformative content. They still kind of know
Mm-hmm.
about Instagram theme pages where you repost everything and you don't get paid from it. So like how important is it that they build a brand compared to a theme page?
Brand or a theme page or a meme page as well.
Basically, yeah.
It's actually very important because everyone. So at first it comes off with the name, and then how you brand yourself with it. Like what you say, what you give up to the advice you give to people is what always add like your little logo or watermark either at the end of the video or if you're doing carousel posts somewhere above there. Like people will know that's your content. You didn't rip that off. There's some pages that copy my page or copy my post that just take my whole post with my name already on it, and they just post it on their page. I'm like, what?
Yeah, at least it gives some sort
This
of
is just like a
credibility.
meme page.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I've seen
I
people
guess, yeah, I'll take that.
I've seen people who repost the Vazen videos on their own page and it goes viral, but then I see Vazen and even on the beat drop it says Vazen. So I'm like, bruh, really? Like they couldn't even recreate it or nothing?
I guess, I guess it's their way to give credit or be lazy.
Right. But other than that, people kind of know, okay, Faceless brand's good. You can make money from it. The only thing I have that they would probably be worrying about would be like, is this something that's really advanced? Meaning like, do I have to be spending insane amounts of time? Do you think I can do this? Because like from editing perspective, sometimes you need great editing.
Mm-hmm.
Other times like Miguel, his editing's not insane. It's like a 4 out of 10, but he still hit 10K followers
Mm-hmm.
because he has the proper niche. So what would you say to people who are scared of not wanting to start because it feels too complicated?
It feels too complicated. Just do it. Just start it. Practice makes perfect. Me too. I sucked. Miguel, what you said his is 4 out of 10. I don't really see his content, but once he gets that 10 out of 10, that's them skyrocket. Just practice makes perfect. Always ask for advice. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on different softwares. You could do everything on your phone. You could use CapCut. It's free for CapCut unless you do like a premium version. It's one of the easiest to get started. And now they have Instagram edits now too. So there you have no excuse. They all have the little templates that can help you out to start off. But to get that high quality stuff, you just gotta put in the work.
Yeah,
Put in the work, do your research, find that golden wheel,
I agree.
and see how you make that better. Yeah.
Most of the students who join, they're scared because it feels too advanced, but over time of being consistent, they slowly learn it, right? Because the editing is
Mm-hmm.
always bad in the beginning, and that's their worst fear. Is
And
that
it's always the longest in the beginning too.
right? Yeah, I think the first month or two is just a learning curve, but once you get to that,
Mm-hmm.
it's not about the editing, it's about the fact that you're able to learn the edits to be able to build a brand. And if you could build a brand, you could do it
Yeah.
again. And that's infinite money glitch. You know what I mean? People don't realize that. They
Yep.
think,
Agreed.
oh, I've just got a couple thousand likes. No, you just built a brand there. So I think that's really important with
A
that.
couple thousand likes is actually a lot too if people think about it. Imagine 1,000 people watching you in your room or at your house with you. That's a lot of damn people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. Has other than me, has the high society helped? Like any other guys in there who's helped you?
In general, I'm there to help them.
Right.
But there's this one guy that was in your group. He's been helping me a lot with my YouTube page. I forgot his name.
I think I
I
know
don't
it
know if he's
too.
still in there.
I think
But even though like those people that come and go, that networking it is 100% important to network because without like advice from others or advice that you give them, I don't think you're gonna go anywhere.
yeah, and on top of that, it kind of builds more of the competition because if they just join my program, just me and them, they would be going their own
Mm-hmm.
pace. But when they see other students getting 10K followers and doing all these things, they feel the urgency of wanting to, figure out it quicker and ask more questions.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like this little competition between me and Miguel and who's the other guy?
Seabass, yeah.
Seabass? Yeah. That's good.
And then you won. That's hilarious. But
I just did that for motivation for him. Now he's at 10.5.
yeah, so
So I'm giving him motivation. He gives me motivation on a small page.
definitely, man. But other than that, do you feel like you're just getting started or you're near to the top?
I don't think I'm near to the top yet. Not yet.
You don't think so?
I think I think I'm not getting started as well. I think I'm almost there. And then once I get everything automated, I'm at the top.
Love it.
Because right
So
now I'm still like I'm like, it's like a puzzle. I'm still putting pieces together.
right.
What works, what not works,
Yeah, and I like that though,
finding
because
good
if you're
editors and
doing
stuff.
that good at that stage, almost at 1 million followers, you're making some money. If you still feel like there's
Mhm.
pieces to the puzzle, then there's always things to improve on, right? Because I feel like
Yep.
when people see us, they think that we've finished, that we've crossed the finish
Mm-mm.
line. But I'm like, oh no, there's so much more things to do. And it's not as in like there's so much more things to do as a chore. It's like as an expanding, it's a fun thing, right? Like I love to
Mm-hmm.
build new brands and I love to do all those things. So there's so much growth in this business model that people don't realize. But other than that, what would you basically say to someone who's watched this whole thing and they're debating on kind of whether they should invest in themselves? They want a new source of income and they have like
Mm-hmm.
they just want to take the leap, but they're not sure if it's the right move.
I say just take the lead, bro, or girl. Don't quit your day job until this works out. Don't quit what you're doing. Don't quit going to school until this works out. That's a good advice, because a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna start this page, I'm gonna quit everything, and then they start being in debt. They're broke. They're homeless. Nah,
Right.
you need what you're doing right now. Like I said, my hardest work was finding balance. Find balance between this and your actual life in general. You know, but I say just start. You never know. It just takes one carousel post, one video to pop off, and then it'll change your life. Just one damn video.
Literally. And on top of
Yeah.
that, when they join the program, it's they're not just getting me, they're getting all the other guys at tens of thousands of followers, and
Mm-hmm.
then even you, as if they want to ask a question, you probably will be there. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not
Mm-hmm.
just a one little thing; it's a community as well.
Yeah, it's not only me. You got what? Godly, is he still in here?
Yeah,
You
he's at
got Godly.
100K
You got
faith and potential.
Potential. He's doing pretty good. So
Right,
like, you got everybody. If one's inactive, you have another person to answer questions.
right, yeah. So, I mean, that's basically it. I just wanted to kind of talk about your story, what your plans are in the future, and just info on people who are interested, but they wanted more information.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
And I
so
mean, if you join the Discord, guys, you guys can answer me questions.
right, so it's like a double bonus there. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll go ahead and stop it real quick. And that right there concludes the interview with Mandez. Now, that was a great interview. I think that I basically covered almost everything that was needed for people wanting to join my program, but now the decision is yours. Are you wanting to take the next step, build a new business, not having to show your face, only spend a few hours per day, and join my community, not just with me, but with Mandez and all the other successful students? If that's something you're thinking about or you're interested in, then just there's no harm in booking a call. And below this video, you can press a link and that link's going to take you to an application. If you qualify, then me and you can get started and start building your business as soon as within a few days. And if there's no link, then just go to my Instagram on jvozen on Instagram and just DM me the word mentor and I'll respond to you personally and give you access so we can start building your business. But without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this interview. I'll be adding more of students that I've mentored on top of that. But without further ado, let's get into any other videos. If you have any more information, you want to watch more information before you maybe book a call with us, here's a video right here that just goes over more information about the program and more information about how to build a proper business. So without further ado, I hope you have a great day and I'll see you soon.